Summer of Arcade 2009 closes out with Shadow Complex, an action game in the style of Super Metroid or Castlevania. With a $15 price tag, this game might seem a bit expensive for an Xbox Live Arcade title. Once you try it though, you'll quickly learn that it's a bargain. This massive adventure is one of the deepest, most exciting, and best games of the summer. Shadow Complex follows the story of Jason Fleming and his girlfriend Claire out for a date in the woods. Things quickly go south when they stumble upon a shadowy organization bent on overthrowing the US government. When Claire falls into their hands, it's up to Jason to rescue her and save the entire country.
Oh, great.
It's easy to forget that Shadow Complex is an Xbox Live Arcade game. It looks that good. The water effects are superb, the explosions pack a punch and then some, the lighting is fantastic. If your experience with the Live Arcade consists of Crazy Mouse and Double D Dodgeball, prepare your senses for a visual overload. All it would take is a bit more detail on the textures, and Shadow Complex could easily compete with full retail games. This is easily a new high watermark for XBLA graphics. It does, however, have its shortcomings, the most noticeable of which is the clipping errors. You'll quite regularly see Jason phase through the environment, which doesn't exactly add to the sense of immersion.
You're not stopping me.
Shadow Complex follows the Super Metroid formula to a T. As you explore the installation, you'll find new weapons and tools that you can use to gain access to previously restricted areas. Exploration, combat, and leveling up is the name of the game here. It's a classic, tried-and-true game design, and it still holds up today. I've beaten Shadow Complex 4 times already and still have the desire to go back and play it again. Clever players will find ways to break the game and access areas earlier than they should, which only adds to the allure of exploring this massive game and finding every secret there is. Like the games that inspired it, Shadow Complex restricts the player to moving on a 2D plane. The game itself exists in a 3D world though, which makes for some intriguing gameplay. Enemies can hide behind bits of cover in the background, or you might find a secret item stashed just out of sight behind a bit of the foreground. This perspective also presents one of the more awkward elements of the game. Aiming your gun relies on the game recognizing that you'd like to shoot into or out of the screen, and it isn't always perfect. In fact, it's the sometimes poor AI that creates the few drawbacks to Shadow Complex. Whether it's trying to aim at a specific enemy accurately, or having some enemies not recognize your presence even after you bump into them, AI glitches can frustrate and disappoint. Shadow Complex suffers from a few glitches and could have used a bit more development time, but that doesn't stop it from being one of the best games yet released in 2009 on any platform. Go buy this game, you will have fun, it's that simple. For the full written review, head to IGN.com.